Hello and welcome to the Convergent video series for the week of September 7th. Top things we're going to cover on the video this week is the wild ride in the market that we saw last week, as well as a lot of unemployment data released throughout the week last week. But before I jump into the data, I just wanted to say I hope you all had a wonderful Labor Day weekend and hope you got a chance to spend some time with friends and family. I had a great weekend on our end, and I want to share a quick story. This wasn't exactly from the weekend, but last week I had a family walk on one of the evenings, and as we were going down one of the hills, my youngest daughter was skipping along and asking me to watch her skip and learn from her on her skipping, and after she was done, she asked me to do a little bit of skipping myself, and after a few seconds of skipping, she turned to my wife and said, "You know, Daddy's really catching on." It was a sweet moment, and gosh, my heart just melted, and just love the chance that we had to do that, and again, hope that you guys had a chance to spend some time with family and maybe get a moment or two like that yourself this weekend. So with that, let's jump into the data for the week. The markets had a wild ride. The S&P finished the week down just over 2%, but it was a very interesting ride to get there. Early in the week, the first few days of the week, the market was up quite a bit, and then we saw it come crashing down on Thursday and was looking very similar on Friday before the market captured back most of what it had lost during that session. However, it still finished the week down, and you know, kind of something we've been talking about in the last couple of videos is we saw volatility rising while we were still hitting record highs, and we said it was something that we needed to watch out for, and it finally kind of manifested itself late this week. So something we're going to keep an eye on coming up, as well as you know, to see if is this done? Was this the dip that everybody bought, or are we going to see more volatility ahead? So on to some economic data, though. Again, it was a busy week. We're going to focus really on unemployment this week. We had not only the weekly numbers, but we also had the monthly numbers come out this week. On the weekly numbers, we saw new claims for unemployment, the regular state benefits actually come down a decent amount. We actually came below 1 million for the week. However, we did see over 700,000 new pandemic claims. So really, for the week, we did see over 1.5 million total new claims for unemployments. For the continuing claims, we saw some good news there. That came down to about 13 million in continuing claims. However, on total claims, we actually saw that rise back up to over 29 million of total claims. Again, most of that, over 2 million of that, coming from the pandemic unemployment claims. So that's the weekly data. Onto the monthly data. On Wednesday, we had the ADP jobs report released, and they came in at about half the jobs created that were expected. But then on Friday, we got the BLS numbers, and those numbers came in slightly higher than expected, just over just right around 1.4 million of new jobs created, and the unemployment rate came down quite a bit, down to about 8.4%, which is generally good news. One of the concerns, though, is while we are seeing new jobs created each month over the last few months, the rate of change is slowing. So we're seeing fewer new jobs created each month, and we're not even close to creating the new jobs that were lost between March and April. So we still have a long way to go on the economy, which is a big reason why I think we saw some of the struggles in the market this week. Even though we saw some levels of positive data, there's still a lot of concerns kind of coming in to the end of the year. So bottom line, you know, some of that volatility that we were concerned about kind of really manifested itself this week in a big moves in the market up and down. And you know, with elections coming up in just the next couple of months, and some of the economic data still looking okay, but starting to slow in terms of the positive trends. We think more weeks like this are coming up, where we still might see positive weeks, but there's going to be a lot more up and down movements and volatility on the way. So with that, if you have any questions on your individual situation, as always, feel free to reach out to us directly. But with that, we hope you have a wonderful week, and we look forward to talking to you soon.